There we go. There we go. We're recording. Okay, so what I was going to say is you're feel free to stay on here after
Yeah.
your reading. And my hope is that as we get doing these week by week, members will start realizing that this is so much better than just live and on the phone calls. Because on the lives, they were censoring me, they were kicking people off, they were lagging videos, they were dropping sound, they were doing this for years. I didn't even realize they were doing this. Shadow banning me, all of the above. And when we did this live group on Thursday, were you here for that?
No, I completely forgot about it.
Oh, it was amazing. There was like 60 people, almost, I think like 58 total in people that were on there. And it was awesome. There's no interruptions, so many messages. It was just awesome. So I'm
Good.
gonna do them on here from now on because then they can't kick people off. There's no interruptions. And I get to see my members actually.
Hmm.
And one of the good things actually I wanted to just point out before we get into your reading here is that the group that we did on Thursday, the Zoom group, I'm going to be doing those weekly coming up for only 30 people at a time and only
Okay.
$30 a person.
Okay.
So that more people get a chance to get read and it's accessible to everybody. And members, of course, get $5 off of that as well. So it's only 25 bucks for members.
Okay.
And we'll be doing those every week.
Nice.
So cool. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember who she is. And especially, this is all weird for me now. It's like reading for you for the first time all over again. I'm used to your energy on the phone. Seeing face to face is like, okay, it's like starting all over again. That's so funny. All right, Diane, let's just do this.
Okay.
All right. So both feet flat on the floor for me. I want you to try. And then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus. Well, okay, so interestingly enough, so I'm going to keep my eyes closed for a minute. It's just easier for me to see them this way. Right away, somebody teased me. They were like, "You're not on the phone this time, Tracy." Ha ha ha. I was like, "Okay, thanks a lot." Then Daddy's hands, which is my symbol for father figure, somebody who's on dad's side of the family. I feel like they're a little annoyed that I don't remember who they are. At this exact moment, I'm going to turn that off. I'm seeing a male and a female. Turn that off. Male and a female. Slow this down, guys. But one goes above and one goes underneath. Hold on a second. Slow down. I don't know. That's weird. They keep making me feel confusion. So I'm just thinking that this might be attached to one of them, but I feel it in two ways. I got to be honest. There's confusion that goes to around you as well, but then goes to I think it's the lady on the other side. Takes me to the head. Yeah, now she's clarifying even more. Takes me to the head, showing me this, my symbol for either confusion, Alzheimer's, dementia, and an inability to communicate before I pass. Been there for some time. I'm going one above. I think that's grandma.
On my dad's side.
It could be. I know I got, here's what's going on. I'm hearing daddy's hands and it's like this is why I call it the puzzle dump, right? Because it's all coming at me at once. So I just got to try to put the pieces together. So there's two people, the mother figure that is, I feel like a grandmother because she goes one above. Then I'm hearing daddy's hands and I have the father figure here. Whether or not that's his mother or mom's mom, I think it's his mother. You'll know by the details that she's validating with the confusion or the dementia before she passed away or the inability to communicate before she passed away, as well as being gone for some time.
Okay. That would be my mom's mom.
Okay. So dad's bringing her forward for I'm not exactly sure what is going on because she's showing me. Remember I said that the confusion was like splitting so that there's hers, but then there's confusion for somebody here. And if this isn't you, then it could be mom. Is your mom still here?
Yes.
has she had some confusion, dementia, Alzheimer's, some type of something going on that is making her feel disoriented or confused?
The only thing I noticed about my mom is her word retrieval.
It's starting to, I see. See, this is because your grandparents and your loved ones, they know what's going on in your life now, right? So they
Mhm.
will bring up the details of things that you are thinking about or worried about that there's no way I could know, so that you know they know what's going on. And I feel like I gotta be honest, I just heard her say it's never gonna go into full blown nothing.
Full blown nothing.
Like, I think if you're what I think she means by that is it's not gonna go into full blown Alzheimer's. It's not gonna go into full blown dementia. She's not going,
Okay.
that's not going to happen to her.
Yeah.
There is definitely some cognitive stuff, but check with your doctor about possibly some iodine. I don't know if you know about the benefits. I don't know if you've heard me talk about iodine before.
Yeah.
But it helps decalcify the toxins in your body and in your brain and in your mind. And it's
Mhm.
the calcification of toxins, especially around your pineal gland and stuff, that that start to cause the confusion and things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I
So
do.
if you can clear some of that out, your grandma just keeps showing me her getting stronger, stronger, stronger.
Mhm.
Slow this down. I'm just gonna say, hi, Pearl.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna finish this reading. I will be able to get you in at the end, Pearl. Okay, so you're welcome. Okay, so I want to talk about this guy here, the gentleman. Is this dad? Because I'm hearing daddy's hands, daddy's hands, daddy's hands. But I don't think that this is connected to your mom's mom.
Okay.
I feel like this is on dad's side for sure,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it is under, so I don't know if this would be dad's brother. Hold on a second. Does your dad have a brother on the other side?
3 of them.
There we go. That would make sense because he's younger than grandma. I'm smelling cigarette smoke. Oh, okay, I'm getting a bunch of validation here. One is smoking, at least one, possibly two
Yeah,
are smoking.
they all did.
Yeah, okay. So then I'm feeling the bleed on my face, the itchiness all over my face. That's a sign of disfiguration or of the body changing very quickly at the end. Sometimes I will see that for cancer, if it's like a fast acting cancer or an accident or something, even an overdose or something that makes our body look completely different when we pass. Do you
Okay.
understand that?
Yeah. So that could be 2 of them.
They're all kind of talking at once. That's interesting. So the way that I feel this energy is that two have not, I think one's been there quite some time and then two not quite as long as that other one. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yes. Yeah.
They put the white blanket around dad's shoulders, which is
Uh-huh.
a symbol for watching over someone who has health or stress issues. And then I feel thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I ask what are they thanking you for, I feel like you've been trying to help with this, or there's something you're doing to help mom or dad with the stress of what's going on. Do you understand
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
They just want to say thank you. And they're like, shout out, old man, we're here. Totally tease it. Did your dad used to smoke
Oh, yeah.
and he doesn't anymore?
No.
Do you know how I know that? Because his brothers are taking big puffs and blowing
Uh-huh.
it in his face and go, tell him that we get to smoke. Tell him we're smoking over here. And they're blowing it at him like they're teasing the crap out of him.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious. Throw that down. It's interesting. I just heard your grandma say, you know what? They're here right now with you because it's interesting. They're carving out something for you. You're trying to create something vibrationally right now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
That's what they're saying. They said, you know what? You just got to remember that just because you haven't seen it materialize yet
Mm.
doesn't mean that it's not in the process of vibrational creation. And
Yeah.
they are all over here. She's got all your ancestors, everybody coming forward to let you know that they are very much in that gestation process.
Okay.
They're telling you to enjoy where you are right now because I can feel the movement and energy coming up around you going to be like much faster. It's like
Okay.
things are kind of slow right now, but these are going to come up so much faster. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, it does.
Oh, she loves you. She's like thanking you for the inclusion in your life again. Because you talk to her now, I think, and you include her in your life so much more. She's like,
Yes.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And she's like, that was me you smelled. That was me you smelled.
Oh, okay.
Was this recently? I
Ah,
feel like I'm walking in a room and I'm like, where's that coming from? Like, is that flowers? I don't know what this smell is. Maybe lavender. I don't know what this is. And it's like, so it's one of those things. Sometimes I'll get that with like cigarette smoke where you
yeah.
walk in, it's like, where's that coming from? And then it's gone in the poof of an eye,
Mhm.
right? She's making me feel like you smelt her and
Okay.
that you've smelt it a couple of times, but I don't know
Yes.
if it's because she's been gone so long that you didn't really know that that was her or what, but she's like, let her know that's me. So every
Yeah.
time you smell that, you know for sure.
There is a certain soap that smells like this lotion she used to use, and I only smell it like in public washrooms. So when I go to a public washroom, I will always smell the soap on my hands.
So when you do
Sometimes,
that, she's there.
yes, I know, I know.
she's she's pulling her energy back a bit, Sam, but she's getting very excited. She's like, this is just confirmation letting you know that we are on the plane. Do you know what that means when they say we are on the plane? When they say we are on the plane, that means that you may not be where you want to go yet, but you're
Okay.
on your way.
Yes.
And so
Okay.
your only job now is to get excited because you're on
Yeah.
your way.
Yeah.
She needs you to know that she's helping with that. And then she's showing me her hair and she's like, let's do it. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Have you been thinking about going to get your hair done, dyed, cut, something?
Washed.
Something. Because she's like, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Tell her with the hair. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And it's like, I can feel like she's trying to give you encouragement.
To wash it.
That's, it doesn't look dirty. I got to put my glasses on now when you said that. It doesn't look dirty, Diane. But that's something maybe a grandmother would say. Oh, she loves you. She's like, I love you. I love you. I love you. She just wanted to give you that confirmation today that you are on your way there. So the only thing I would say now is take notes and get excited because where you're going is the energy is just going to go so much faster. Wait, as she's pulling her energy back, you have a daughter?
Yes.
She put the heart around your daughter, which is a symbol for healing. And I feel like she's just fine. So I don't know if there's a stress or something going on in her world right now, but I think that's your grandma's way of letting you know that some challenges are just simply blessings in disguise. We need these challenges in order to learn how to use our superpowers, right? We don't learn how to use our superpowers unless we have, like, think about any superhero movie you've ever seen. They don't know how to, or they don't learn to use those superpowers until they have an adversity, until they have a challenge, until they have an enemy. And then it inspires them to overcome that. And it is in the overcoming that they develop this amazing ability, right? That's your daughter right now.
Okay. So one is her work. She wants to move on to something different, but questioning if she should. And the other, they are in the process of trying to get pregnant for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm seeing babies. Interesting. Hold on. Why do you think when you said that, she goes, why do you think it's going to get so crazy here coming up? You're on your way there. Just relax. Just relax.
Okay. Okay.
Have they started fertility treatments?
They're in a couple months. They will. They're just trying some naturopath stuff and then going to the fertility.
Oof, I got goosebumps up down my whole body because I just heard be careful what you ask for, because again, this could be a blessing in disguise because you could get 2 or 3 at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
You could have twins or triplets coming up here. Yeah. So enjoy the calm now. Okay. Yeah. It's about to get interesting.
Yay.
And tell your daughter to look at it from that perspective. If I had just gotten pregnant naturally, I wouldn't have been inspired to do fertility treatments. And if I didn't do the fertility treatments, I wouldn't have got my twins or my triplets, right?
Yeah.
So look at the bigger perspective.
Mhm.
And know that your grandma, all your uncles, all your loved ones are helping to make this go forward. And whatever this is that you are vibrationally creating,
Mhm.
it feels like work wise, to be honest with you, something to do with work or income or how I spend my time. Because that's it. Because it used see, work is how we spend most of our time, right?
Mhm.
But so I don't know if it's work or just whatever you're doing is how you're going to be spending your time is about to change. Does that make
That
sense?
would be fantastic.
It is. Just keep remembering to think about where you're going. Don't
Mhm.
think about where you are or what you don't like right now. Just think about where you're going. And like I said, you're on the plane. You're on your way there. You might not be there yet, but you're on your way there. This is the calm before the storm. So enjoy the peace, because when you have 2, 3 grandbabies coming up, man,
Mhm.
you're gonna be busy.
Okay. Aw, that's great.
They're pulling their energy back, and your uncles are so teasing your dad. Just let them know. And they're
That was
like,
their
I love
relationship.
you. Okay, I'm letting them pull back. I hope that was helpful.
That was fantastic, Tracy.
You're welcome. And look, you don't have to hang up now. Hi, guys.
Exactly. I'll just mute myself.
I was in the middle of reading, so I wasn't answering you guys. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Pearl. So
Hi.
I'm gonna
Hi.
So guys, I forgot to say this in the beginning. I'm learning too, right? First members live on Zoom. I'm loving this. Isn't this better, Wanda? Isn't this better?
I guess so. Yeah, it is.
It is. And see, if you don't want to be on camera, you can turn
It
your
is.
camera off and just leave your microphone on, so you don't have to show yourself on camera. Also, I just want to ask you guys, like Katrina
Okay.
and Pearl, right now, you guys have your mics off and your cameras off. That's perfectly awesome for when I'm reading somebody. If you can you don't necessarily have to turn your cameras off, but for sure your microphone's off, so that if I'm not reading you, so that I can hear and connect with the person that I am reading. Okay, Wanda, are you ready to go? All
I
right.
am.
Oh, and somebody else is coming in. And I just want to ask you actually here, because you can record this
Mhm.
as we are going here. Would you like me to allow you to record?
Yes, please.
Here we go, Wanda. Oh, you can't record. Hi. You can't record because you're on a phone or something, but that's okay, because I will be uploading this to the website afterwards. So it's all going to be recorded anyway.
Okay.
Okay. That is
Okay, good.
Deb. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
This
Hi,
is
how
so
are you?
awesome. See, I've never seen your
Hi,
guys'
Deb.
faces before. I am so loving this. Okay, Deb, unfortunately, you can't record privately because you're on a phone, it looks like. But like I said, it'll be uploaded afterwards. Katrina, I'm allowing you to record if you want, even though you're not getting a reading today. And Pearl looks like she's on a phone as well. So if you guys log in on a computer or a laptop, then you can record it directly to your computer. If you log on a phone or a tablet, then you cannot. So just when I'm
Okay.
reading somebody else, make sure that you turn your microphone off, okay? So that nobody is interrupting the other reading. And then this is so much better than just on the phone. And I get to see all your beautiful faces, which is awesome. Okay, Wanda, let's
Okay.
do this. Are you ready?
All right. Yes, I am.
I have to tell you, hun, that your loved ones were with me when I was doing my sage and my blessing. There is 2 women that came stepping forward and walked around with me doing the sage and blessing with me today. And I was seeing not your
Oh,
face, but your name, because that's in my book. So I see your names, right? I'd never seen your face until today. So I know they're for you. I'm not sure exactly who they are yet,
oh,
but we'll figure this out. I was saying
okay.
Diane, when I started her reading, it's interesting doing it this way today, because it's almost like doing it for brand new people. Like, I'm used to your energy with my eyes closed when I can't see you, but being able to see you changes the way I perceive the energy a little bit. So it's interesting. I don't
Oh,
automatically remember who your loved ones are. So this is interesting. That's why I don't know who they are, but we'll get there. Oh, stop with the face. Okay, are you ready to do this?
yes.
All right. Both feet flat on the floor for me, Wanda. I want you to close
Mhm.
your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Interesting. Okay, so Wanda,
Mhm.
you know, blah, blah, blah. You're familiar with my term, the puzzle dump, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, because we got a bit of one coming through. So I'm just going to spit out all of this at you, and then we'll go back and figure out how it fits together, okay? So right away, I've
Okay.
got the two females coming forward. One feels like to the side, I got to be honest. So like sister, cousin, somebody around your same age group, so to speak, like
That's my beautiful sister that I just lost in December.
recently, there you go. But then there is the mother figure as well behind her, and they are like this. Your sister is stepping forward, going, "We're together, we're together, we're together." Let her know that we're stepping through together.
Oh.
And they were the ones surrounding me when I was doing my sage and blessing. There's a huge amount of relief for them to be together on that side. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I see them doing? They're like this. That's my symbol for pride, honey. They're so proud of you. But they're showing me something that you have to understand. There's this phenomena, okay? I
Yeah.
know that you are trying to change your life and change different habits or behaviors around your life, different patterns of thinking, what I call generational chains of generational curses, or breaking those generational chains.
Yes.
And the thing you have to understand is that when we do that, not everybody who we love is supportive of this right away. A lot of times they think we're psycho and crazy, right? And
Yeah.
get this, we get this complicated situation when we start making better choices, where all these people that love us are like, "You can't do that, don't do that, why are you doing that, that's not good, I'm not going to talk to you if you do that anymore, I will stop talking to you." And it's like they throw out all these ultimatums and stuff, right? Like they don't want you to make
Yeah.
these healthy choices, they can't understand it.
Yeah.
And so there comes this point when we are getting better and making these better choices that we have to allow ourselves to detach from those people. That does not mean that we stop loving them. That does not mean that we completely detach from them in our lives, but that means that we can't have them in our everyday present as much as they used to be, because we understand their energy is toxic. And if you can think about that toxic energy like a rope around your waist, pulling you down so you can't rise up, then you have to cut that at some point. But here's the thing, once you get quite high up there, first they're going to laugh at you and they're going to be like, "You can't do that. Who do you think you are? You think you're so special? You can do that?" And then once you get up there a little ways, they're like, "Wait, she's doing it. How are you doing that? Now tell me how to do that." Right? Once
Mhm.
you get far enough up there, you become the example and you can throw the rope back to them. But they're going to ridicule the crap out of you until you get 3/4 of the way up that mountain. They're not going to believe that you're going to do this. And your mom or grandma, I just heard when I said,
Mom,
interesting.
but I have both up there,
Okay, because I
grandma
think she's
and
stepping
auntie.
forward too. Because when I said mom, or yeah, I'm feeling it both all ways. You've got a lot of women on that side that are invested in helping you break those generational curses. Do you understand? I think that's
Yeah.
why they were surrounding me when I did my sage and my blessing, because you must be going through some of this right now in your life, because they need you
Yeah.
to know that that is not a sign that you're doing something wrong, sweetie. That is a sign that you are doing something right. Don't stop. Don't stop. Make sure you keep
Okay.
going. It is vitally important that you keep going, because when you get up here, you can help them, but you can't help them from down here. You can't get sick enough to help sick people be well. You
Yeah.
can't get poor enough to help poor people thrive. You can
Yeah.
only help people from a position of strength, right?
Yes.
They are so incredibly
Yeah.
proud of you. And you know what? They just stood in front of you, and you have some warrior grandfathers on the other side and male energies on that side that kind of stood in front of you, and I see them taking the arrows, is what they said. They said, you let us take the arrows. Don't stress about it. Let us take it, and watch those words. I feel like somebody's sending nasty words to you or saying things to you that is not okay. And they're like, you just let that roll off your back, and you know that hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
Don't hurt people. And these are
Yeah.
just hurting people. They're not bad people. They're just hurting people.
Yeah.
So as you get yourself better, your loved ones in spirit are going to try to step forward and block that pain from you a little while or a little bit, and allow you just that freedom and space to keep moving forward. And then I promise you, these people will come back, because it's hard to detach from the people that we know are hurting and that we love, and we know they're not doing it on purpose, that they're just hurting. So it makes it harder to detach, right? There's a
Yeah.
like, I can't abandon them now, but you have to understand that if you don't get them out of your boat, then they're going to sink the whole damn boat. And your little boat is on its way to a big yacht. And once you get to that big yacht, you can circle back and pick them up. But if you let them flip your little boat, you're never going to make it to that yacht. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Just know you have a lot of people in spirit that are helping you. And your sister is like, me especially, because she's showing me this feeling of being free on that side. She goes here, she shows me this, which is my symbol for up and down thinking, stressful thinking, negative thinking. I'm seeing the breaking of addictions. She's free of all of that on that side.
Oh, yay.
Are doing this in spirit together. She said, you're not alone on this, sweetie. You're not alone. All you got to do is put out the question, whatever it is that you want, put out that question to your loved ones and to the universe and to God, and let them line you up with it.
Oh, yes. He's doing amazing work for me right now. My nieces and nephews are really saying the words that I've been praying for.
You guys are all working together. And then she showed me April, and she gave me some roses, which is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, or something that happens once a year. I see
April.
3, like one in the beginning, one in the middle, one in the end. Is somebody expecting a baby right now as well?
I haven't heard that.
There's news of a baby coming in, and I almost wonder if you're going to get news in April. I don't know what that
Oh,
means. There's something to do with, see, keep this in mind, because this is your sister. She's saying April here, for the beginning, the middle, and then the end. One of those is news of a baby coming in, but 2 I feel like are either birthdays or anniversaries.
okay.
Feels like around her. Did she have like 4 kids? Do you understand where she's showing me 4?
No, she had one daughter.
Who's got 4 kids?
Well, my younger sister, well, that would be my brother. He has 4.
And are some of his children a little bit older, like baby making age?
Well, I guess 16 or 17.
That's not baby making age.
I know.
No. I did that.
But in our culture,
Well,
sometimes it is.
I know, I started at 16, unfortunately, too, and it's not an easy path. I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
I hope that's not what he means, but I think it very well. Maybe that's just a warning. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and if there's a birthday as well in April on that side of the family there, then that's definitely what what she's talking about.
Okay.
She's pulling her energy back, but I do gotta say they put a big white bow around a vehicle and gave it to you, or a big red bow around a vehicle and gave it to you. Are you looking for a new car right now, or trying to buy a car? Something's wrong with your car?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Tracy, yes.
So they know.
First I said a truck, a 4-door, and then I said a SUV because my son is getting bigger and bigger each day. His feet are size 13, so he really needs a big vehicle, and he's
No
only
doubt.
16.
Your sister, I just saw her roll up her sleeves. She's like, exactly. Now ask me, Because when you ask me and I'm able to deliver a truck for him, exactly what you need, less than what you thought the price would be, all of that, then you know I'm still here. So make sure you ask me. She's being very funny. That was not funny. That she thinks she's funny. Do you know what she said?
What?
Oh, please forgive me. She said, tell her I'm dying to help. I'm dying to help. And I'm like,
Oh
that
my
is not
gosh.
exactly funny.
She would say something like
Oh.
that. Oh my gosh.
So now she's
Wow.
clear-minded. She can absolutely jump in and help.
Okay.
She loves that you're asking her. She loves to be interactive again. She loves to be useful. That's just it.
Okay.
She loves you so much. She's pulling her energy back then.
Okay.
I hope that was helpful.
That was so helpful.
Good.
My
Good.
daughter didn't come around. She's not.
Oh, you know what? She's been here the whole time. You see me doing this
That's
to
the
my
one
face?
itching your nose, right?
Yes, because she kind of stepped back, I think, this time because your sister is more new on the other side, isn't she?
Yes.
She was kind of letting your sister, because see, your sister is very invested in being able to cut these emotional, or not these emotional, these generational curses, right? And that's what you are doing big work on right now. So your daughter kind of stepped back to let your sister have the stage so that you could know that you guys are doing this together because you're at a very crucial point in time on this path. But she's been here the whole time, and you can tell because of the
Yeah.
does that to me
I kept seeing you itch your nose.
that's the sign of disfiguration. Somebody had some type of disfiguration before they passed. And because I've read for you before, you know this. I just didn't say it out loud, but yeah, she's been standing here the entire time. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That's
Aw.
she's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you must be in your bedroom right now.
No.
Okay,
That,
well, she's taking me into the bedroom, and I don't know what she's doing, but she's changing the curtains or opening the curtains, and I don't know what means. She's going into
oh,
your bedroom, and she's like, "Open them, open them."
oh my gosh, yes.
What does that mean?
Because my husband has migraines, we have dark curtains.
Oh, and it drives you nuts.
Yeah,
You want the light.
yes,
She's
yeah.
trying to open the curtains and let the light in. She's like, and she's teasing you. She's like, Mom, you tell yourself you have to have those curtains closed all day, every day, even though you need the sun to bring your energy up. But he's not in there all day, every day. You don't have to keep them closed. Only close them when he's there. Because
Okay.
you need that energy as well. The sun
I so do. I
are
so
so
do.
important. Give me 1 second here, hun. That cat is gonna freak out until I let him.
Oh, you
Give me
have a
1
beautiful
second.
cat.
Hold on. All right, buddy, come on. Are you coming or what? Now he's sitting here looking at me.
Oh my gosh. We're cat people too.
Well, I only had 2, but then in the other house, there was a neighborhood cat that adopted us. He just showed up at
Oh,
my door and would push his little face against the window every time I was feeding my cat's wet food. So how do you feed your cat's wet food and say no to the one that's staring at you in the window?
exactly. Aw.
And then he moved in and didn't go away. So now I have 3. Okay, I'm letting them pull their energy back. She's
I
like,
got 3.
she's like, I am here, Mom, but you needed to hear that with Auntie. And yes, remind you to
Okay.
open that window and get the
Thank you.
sun in. And
Thank you so much, Tracy.
that's going to help you move forward, hon. When you bathe yourself in the sunlight as much as you can, especially if you're feeling down. It has, I'm going to butcher it. What is it? Minerals, vitamins, I don't know, whatever it is in the sun that permeates into your skin actually is the happy endorphins that we need to make us feel better. It's better than any antidepressant or any pill in the world is vitamin D in the sun.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, Pearl, I am coming to you. I did get your message that you needed a reading today. And the last person who messaged me, Mandy, I haven't seen her come on yet. I love that you're here. Deb, you didn't message me for a reading, but I love that you're here watching. That's perfect. And I can get you in on Tuesday if you want. So, Pearl, can you take me off or put your mic on for me? And Wanda, perfect, you took your mic off. Perfect. Pearl, are you still with me? I just need you to take your mic off or turn your mic on. There we go.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was just trying to change this baby's diaper.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so this is so much better, right? I can't see you, but I know you're there.
Yeah.
And there's no interruptions. We're not getting lags or sound problems. This is great.
Yeah.
Should I give you a minute?
1 minute, sorry.
That's okay. Do you want to just finish that up and I will just read for somebody else for a minute until you're ready?
Sure.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, because Deb, your people are screaming at me. I don't know who it is yet, but I can see an energy right here over your head going, tell her, tell her, tell her, tell her, tell her. And I'm like, okay, what? And when you get synchronicity and coincidence like that, that stems together like that, and so that's not the right time, and they're pointing me at you, then I know that's because you needed a message. Okay, are you ready to do this?
Yep.
I want you to close your eyes for me. I want you to put both feet flat on the ground, and I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it at me straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Oh, okay. Interesting. Deb, it's been a bit since I have read for you, right?
Yes.
Please forgive me. I don't remember who this is. I'm hoping it's a husband or somebody to decide in that way because he's sure loving on you. So there, remember I said there was somebody right here and very,
Yep.
very bright, and they're kissing your cheek. He's all dressed up. He's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm seeing hearts and Valentine's. This is not brother. To the side, to the side. This has to, you lost a spouse or somebody to the side, correct?
Yes. Yes, I did.
He's funny. He's like, do you see how beautiful she is? He's been dying to, why are they doing that? They're making inappropriate jokes today. He's like, I've been dying to show you how beautiful she is for so long. And now I can finally see. Yes. And actually, his mother is on the other side as well.
Yes.
Because she just stepped forward showing me car keys. And she's like, you're welcome, Tracy. You're welcome. Do you know that I use that analogy in most of my openings now? Because it has helped people so much understand how spirit actually works. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Where's our kidney? I'm here. You know that.
Okay, slow
But
this
she
down.
recorded it, so I get to hear it.
Wanda, can you mute your thing for me, please, hon?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Did he smoke, hon, by any chance? Because I can smell cigarette smoke over there, and I can't figure out if it's coming from him or the mother figure, but she seems annoyed when I say it's her. She's like, don't look at me.
No, that was not her. It was him.
Yeah, I look at her. She's like, don't look at me. I can still smell it, but I feel like he's trying to hide it. Like, don't tell her I'm smoking. Shut up. Like, what are you doing? He put the heart around you. I don't know what you're going through, but he's making me feel like you've done a lot of healing the last few months, and that you just need to
Yep.
know that he's absolutely with you. He does show me my symbol for privacy. He's not going to spout out everything that you've been going through, but he's showing me my symbols for immense change, life change. And he's like, just keep asking me for help because we are moving this boat forward. I do feel it's interesting that you're on this call right now where we're talking about disconnecting from people who we need to disconnect from in order to go this way, because it does feel like that's what you're doing right now, is having to disconnect from some people that are maybe holding you back from being able to go where you need to go. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I've actually just disconnected from a couple people.
See, and it's not an accident. And you don't watch every day, right? So it's not
No, I do.
that you're here. You weren't even supposed to get read today, but here you are. And that's what they need you to know. And they needed you to hear all of these messages so that you know that sometimes those disconnections are just temporary, right? You're just connecting for a little while. You're going to raise yourself all the way up here, do so well that then you can throw a life raft back to the people that you love the most. And if they decide to grab on, that's great. And if not, oh well, they're lost, because where you're going is so much less stress than what you have been marinating in for a while. He's showing me the difference between night and day, that you've got to believe in where you're going more than where you were. Don't allow yourself to keep thinking about what you don't like and where you don't want to be, because you will just pull that into your reality. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
And he keeps showing me the heart for Valentine's Day and wanting you to know that you were not alone on Valentine's Day. But it's interesting because I don't know if you were seeing somebody else or something like this, because he makes my head hurt. And he goes, well, you should have known he's never going to be me. And there's something about teasing you that this gets better, right?
Yep, and that's him.
Oh, he loves you so much. He's pulling his energy back. And do you know what he's playing in my head today, or right now, as he's pulling his energy back? He's playing that song, I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
You weren't even expecting him here today. So he's like, we're going to keep this.
nope.
You just need to know that when you need him, he's going to be here. Just keep asking for his help. Keep thinking about where you're going, and know that you are headed somewhere very special. He said 2 months. Just tell her 2 months. That's all it's going to take. 2 months. And I'm like, for what? He goes, doesn't matter. She knows. 2 months.
The summer's coming.
And then I feel that convertible again. That's so funny.
Yep.
You still have it?
I still have it.
That's awesome. Your mom-in-law loves that, just so you know. She reached out and kissed your cheek as well. She loves you as much as he does. She wants to go
She
for a
loves that car.
car. Yeah, that's what she said. I want to go in the car.
I can fit them all.
Oh, I'm going to let them pull their energy back. I hope that was helpful.
It was. Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. Hi, Mandy. Okay, but first, before we go to you, I'm going to go back to Pearl because I started to read her, but then she had to change a baby's diaper. So I went to somebody else, but then I'm coming back to you, okay? Isn't this better though? Yeah. Okay, Pearl, are you ready? If you're ready, there you go.
You can do the next one.
You want me to do Mandy first?
Yes. Sorry.
That's all good. Just put your, yeah, perfect. All right, Mandy, yay.
Hi.
Better, right?
So cool and in full control.
Right, and no disruptions, no lagging, no volume problems, no disruptions of any kind. It's awesome. Okay, are you ready to do this? It's interesting seeing you in person. I can see the you have, like, you always come, your energy comes with angels, but today they're bigger. Maybe that's because I can see you, but I can very much see them behind you. They're like, we got to do this connection exercise because they're already like this in my head. So, all right, are you ready?
Ready.
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, so puzzle dump coming through. This is what I heard right away. So, and again, you're one of you're one of the only members that I've talked to that really is more interested in hearing from your angels than your loved ones. And so I do feel your loved ones over here. That's why I'm going like this, because I can feel their presence and how they pass. However, it is your angels that step forward and communicate the strongest. And they're making me feel like you are just on the brink of, Wanda, your microphone's on again. Wanda, your mic's on, honey. Yes, turn your mic off, please.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. All right, so they're showing me you here, and then I'm feeling like you're moving something here. Something is very, 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 very close. It feels like work-wise, business-wise, but what's interesting to me is I'm seeing you look over here like you think it's so far away. I know you've been starting this spiritual Amazon site kind of thing, right? I think that's what we're talking about here because I'm seeing it like literally going launch pad. They're bringing in some kind of opportunity, some kind of, I don't know what this is, platform. I don't know what this is. Something that launches it in a completely, I don't think you're quite ready for it to launch as quickly as it's going to. Do you understand what they're talking about here?
I am working all the time, but I don't know if how close I am. I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Oh, you're close. Let me tell you, you're close. They're like, they're showing me that you're looking here and it's like right here. It's like if you turn around, it's going to be right in your face. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's why they're saying, can you tell her to just be ready to be ready? Because the first step is to be ready to be ready. Like you said, I'm working every day. I just don't know if I'm ready. First step is just to tell yourself, I want to be ready. I'm ready to be ready. God, I'm ready to be ready. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Then he said, there's going to be help coming in. Tell her she can have help. I feel like, have you been looking at hiring somebody to help you with something? Because I do see you hiring someone.
I haven't been, no.
So think about this for a second, because this big giant angel showed me this checklist and he said it's on your to-do list. Like you need to start thinking about this. So there's something about if this launches, the reason why it hasn't launched to the degree that it could get is because you're not prepared for the what happens when you do that. It'll be just you and you're not going to be prepared to handle this traffic or whatever this is that comes from this. You're going to need to hire somebody to help you. And they're showing me that when you see this happen, so if you launch this site and it just goes boom and it's more than you can handle, don't get stressed. Don't go, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Don't do that. Just go, yes, thank you, God. You told me this was going to happen and you told me I was going to have to hire someone. So now it's time to do the interview process. God's sending me someone cool. And if you get excited about it and that energy, then you are going to pick the exact person. And there is like a soulmate coming in here around this. Now, that does not always necessarily mean relationship. It can also like romantic relationship. It can be friendship as well. But there is somebody that you have spent lifetimes with before coming into your world that will be helping you with this moving forward. You are at the end of that timeline of confusion, I feel like. Does that make sense?
I feel like I'm close. That's why I wanted the reading. I'm like, I've been doing so much work. I need a confirmation that like I'm through it. It's like I'm
Are
almost
you
through.
serious? That's really why you wanted this reading today? Because that's the first thing they said. They're jumping up going, tell her she's looking here, but it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. You are so close. And then they're like so proud of you for not giving up. Because I feel like the devil sent you and the dark forces, and I don't say that lightly. I just want everybody to remember that if there is non-physical light forces and good forces in this world, there is the opposite as well, the dark forces that do not want you to be successful, because if you are successful in this business, you are going to help a lot of souls. So they have been trying to trip you up And I think they knew that your weakness was relationships. So they kept sending you these ones that would distract you from your goal, and it was working for a while. But God has this really unique ability of helping us to take the shit that gets poured down on our head and to help us shake it off so that we can stand up on it, and it becomes like a ladder, right? And it helps us get out of that hole we were in. And it's almost like that last relationship that you were in, you took all that energy and anger, maybe frustration, and you turned it towards your work, and now that propelled you so much further, so quick. So God took, and you took, the challenge that the dark forces were trying to use to stop you, and you used it as a stepping ladder to take you where you needed to go faster. And your angels are talking about how proud they are of you for that. I just saw them give you tarot cards. Did you start tarot cards as well?
Yeah,
Recently?
yeah.
That was them that inspired you to do this as well.
Mm.
You're a lot more psychic and intuitive than you give yourself credit for. I think you're just a lot more comfortable being around other psychic people. So you kind of let them take all the credit. That's why your site is about connecting people with other psychic people. But I think through this process, you're going to develop those abilities in yourself as well. And the tarot cards are not meant to be, they're not brought into your world at this moment in time so that you can read for everybody else. It feels like they were brought into your world at this time to help give you clarity on which direction to move forward, right? And to understand the energies around you, because that's what tarot cards are really great at, is they kind of give us clarity in what's going on right now.
So I can read my own tarot cards, like I can ask the cards a question.
The best way to use tarot is to get a peek at decision making and choices. That's the best thing that they are for, or to get insight into a situation that we don't really understand in the current moment. A lot of people want to use them to predict things, but they don't predict things very well. I will tell you that, because every single choice and decision you make right now changes your future, right? So the cards don't really predict, but they do clarify that which you cannot see or understand. So what I use them for a lot in my world. So for example, right now I'm waiting to hear back from the landlords of the THM center where it's going, right? And this little delay is killing me. It's like, oh my God, I want to hear now. I want to hear it now. I want to hear now. And so I have no choice but to sit in that wait moment. And I'm an Aries. I hate waiting, and I can feel you hate waiting too. So this is where you take out your tarot cards and you're like, all right, show me what is going on. Show me what I'm missing. Show me what I need to be looking at right now. And then what they will do is, for example, when I did my cards on the subject I just gave you last night, they showed me what was going on with the landlord, what factors needed to happen before this came back into my energy, which helped me go, oh, I see, there's some stuff that has to go on over here. So I just have to wait patiently. I'm all good. It's not a bad wait, it's a good wait. And it helps you understand. Do you know what I mean? If you're trying to make a decision going forward and you can choose between choice A or choice B, tarot cards are enormously valuable, because you can say, all right, God, Spirit, help me see what this will look like if I make choice A. How is that going to look like for me? Is this going to give me what I'm looking for? And then go, now how is choice B going to look? If I make this choice, what is that going to look like? And then that you can kind of see what each path looks like, and it helps give you a better understanding of which choice to make. That's why your angels are giving them to you now, because what they just said is you keep asking them a lot of questions that you could answer yourself if you just do your tarot. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'll make sure that I ask them. I wasn't sure if I could read for myself, so I was asking like, oh, so, how does like my cousin feel, or, something. I thought it couldn't be done for yourself.
Oh, no, you can absolutely read for yourself.
Okay, and am I moving to Dubai soon?
When you said that, I heard one thing at a time, and that's a possibility, but probably not for at least a year. I'm getting maybe a year. I'm feeling at least a year. Are you trying to move like recently?
Like in the next month? Yeah.
Interesting. I don't see if is this for a man that you're thinking of moving?
No.
Interesting. Maybe that's why they're trying to give you tarot cards so that you can see what the best course of action is there. Because when you say, am I moving to Dubai, to Dubai, the way I feel it is a bit of a pause. And then this is in your benefit. Because I feel like there's something you have to complete right now. There's something you have to do right now. And if you leave right now, then you're leaving this up in the air. And if you don't finish this, then you don't get the prize at the end of that challenge. Do you know what I mean? At the end of every challenge is like a pot of gold. It's like the pot of gold at the end of every rainbow. But you have to complete the challenge in order to get the pot of gold. And so when you say, am I going to Dubai? If you go now, honestly, it feels like you're running from something. You're running away from your pot of gold here. If you stay where you are and finish what you started, when you go to Dubai, you're not running from anything, you're moving towards something. I'm not saying that I don't see you going. Maybe it's that maybe I'm seeing one is just a month, maybe not a year, because you know how spirit shows me things and then I have to interpret it, right? I am seeing one. It could be one before you go, but it does feel longer than a month because it feels like a pause, to be honest with you. And it feels like one of those things that are happening for you, not to you, because there's something you have to complete first. Yeah, I don't know how to make sense of that. Do you understand any of that?
I don't feel like I'm doing anything here. I feel like I feel like I need the energy of Dubai. There's something that I get there, like just my soul it just works for me. And I've been stuck here for a year. I don't usually live
Maybe
here.
that's the stuck that I'm feeling. I don't know. Hold on, I'm going to ask for another clarification.
Like, I feel like I'm done here.
Yeah, you feel like you're done there, but there's one more thing. Every time you say that, I feel one more challenge. And I got to be honest, it feels like around the relationship. And maybe that's why it feels like you're running, not moving towards something. And I don't even know if it's a romantic relationship, to be honest with you, but it is a relationship that's in your life that needs some kind of closure before you go in that direction. I hear mom, 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 mom. Are you living close to your mom?
No, we haven't spoken in a decade.
Mom, 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 mom. Oh, Mandy. I've never heard this come through for you before, and I just saw that loud and clear. Have you ever thought of having babies, of being a mom?
You have said this to me the last 3 times that we've spoken.
Now I'm hearing the child saying mom, 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 very loud in my head.
Well, I am not banging anyone, so that would make me the second Mary.
Mandy! Oh, that's one way of putting it. Oh, goodness. All I know is that everything you're doing right now is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So even if you're feeling like you're in a bit of confusion right now, that's where you're supposed to be. Because in that confusion, you make the choice and decision that you need to make that takes you one step closer to this child that is coming in your world. Not just the child, but the relationship. What's interesting, I do have to note, is that when you said Dubai, you know how I have told you for a while that I see you walking. I know you're in a wheelchair, but I see you walking. That's where I see you walking. That's where they have the technology to heal you, for sure. For sure. But there is something that's not complete here. So maybe it's not quite a year, but I do think it's going to be a little bit longer than what you expect. Maybe 1 month longer. Maybe it's just 1 month. Maybe this next month feels like it's torture. I don't know, or very slow, but I do feel a bit of a pause. And I do see them saying within one. And then when you go over there, I just feel freedom and health. Like when I visualize you there, I feel freedom and health and see you walking. And then I hear, mom, 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 mom. See, that soul just wants you to know that they're not giving up on you.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to let them pull their energy back there. I hope that was helpful.
I will be calling you in a couple weeks.
I can't wait. Okay, Pearl,
Okay.
you're welcome. Are you ready, sweetie?
Yes, I am. The baby fell asleep, so I'm ready.
Oh, perfect timing. And see, that's the beauty of doing this on Zoom is that we can see when everybody's ready. I love this. I'm pretty sure once all the members get used to the fact that they can come on here and watch it live, I think it's going to be a lot busier than it is now.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, I can take more people on this way. It's quicker. I don't have to keep calling in between and all that stuff. It's perfect.
Thanks.
Okay, Pearl, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then I want you to blow it straight through the phone at me and give me a minute to focus. Oh, okay. I don't know what this means. So Pearl, please forgive me because I know I've read for you a number of times, but I don't remember who these people are right off the hop. And there's interesting information coming through. I don't know what this means. So, okay, so your baby in the beginning, I know you have a baby because we all heard baby, but they show me baby, and then I see a number of souls around baby, but that are not related to you, that are thanking you for being mom. I don't know. Did you give birth to this child, hun?
No, I have my friend's 2 babies.
Okay. I'm like trying to figure out why this is. I'm like, okay, that's a weird question. I know. Did you give birth to this child? But it doesn't feel like your child. That's why I'm like, there's all these other souls thanking you for taking care of him. Thank you for loving him. Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. Okay, so hold on a second. But I see 2.
Yes, there's 2.
Okay. Are they related?
They're brothers.
Because they have all the same family. Just thanking you so much. And so I keep trying to gloss over that. I'm like, okay, you said that, and they won't move though. They're saying you don't understand. Something has recently happened, and this feels more permanent. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Things are slowly moving forward in a new momentum. Your life has changed recently and you're moving forward in this new momentum. There is a lady above you that is now, I'm starting to see this is coming from her energy. She's a little bit annoyed with me, Pearl, that she doesn't want to validate who she is again. I think she's like, I do this every time. I feel like this is a grandmother figure.
Yes, it's grandma.
Yeah, she's not giving me how she died. She told me that I'm morbid. Quit asking that. She knows who I am. Okay. She's talking about that she's just so excited because you're almost there. You're almost there. And I'm like, you're almost where? And she's like, you're almost at the point where you make the choice to go. So there's something about moving in a new direction or physically houses. Actually, it feels physically houses. Are you moving houses?
No, I just recently moved into the house I'm in now, so I don't think I'm gonna be moving for a bit. I was wanting to move towns though, but I'm not too sure right now.
Well, you say that, and you know what you say when how do I explain this now? When you said I'm not too sure right now, what I felt was that you dropped your resistance in moving.
Yeah.
Heck, sorry, there's a weird picture up here. Oh, I think that's Mandy's picture. I'm like, what the heck? Did my thing stop? Like, what happened? Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, so what I think happened is when you stopped focusing on wanting to go so bad, because here's the thing. When you said you were wanting to move towns, I could feel the desire for that so strong. And when you want something that bad, you kind of pinch it off. Do you understand what that means? The desire alone, wanting it so bad, tells the universe that you don't have it because you're like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And the universe is like, she doesn't have it. She doesn't have it. She doesn't have it. And so then you get more of not having it and more of wanting it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But the minute that you let go of wanting it and you're not worried about if you want it anymore, and you're like, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not focused on that. What you do is you unpinch that hose and you allow it to flow in. So now
Yeah.
that you're not focusing on it, expect an opportunity to show up at your door that will allow you to move if you want.
Okay.
Then she put the graduation cap on your head again. She's like, and I say again, because I think this is the second time, third time, maybe 10th time that she's done this. She's emphasizing though a new career altogether, like something that is weird. Okay, let me help understand this. Are you in school right now?
Yes, I am.
And do you have a degree in something else though? And you're going back to school to learn something else? Because I feel like you have 2 degrees or 2 different careers going.
Well, I'm currently taking a law enforcement program, and I actually applied for the degree program for criminology. But yeah.
Wow, you are like interesting. You are absolutely on your way there for that. But she said, here's the thing, your grandma is like, tell her to breathe. Please just tell her to breathe. She wants to be there today. She wants to be there yesterday. And I think sometimes you tend to get a little frustrated because you're not there yet.
Yeah.
Opportunity is taking its time to come in. So now when you say something about law, I can feel like that opportunity hasn't arrived yet, or there's something about not being able to get there yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's saying just know that that is for your benefit. That is not something working against you. That is something for you, because it's like you're not quite ready yet. And when you're ready, it's just going to fall into your lap. And I think that's why she's talking about the moving thing and telling you to stop wanting it so bad, because as you're going to see, and that's kind of like what life does, it gives us little examples of things. It teaches us how to work with the energy on the smaller things so that when we get to the big things, we get it and it's easy. Because she's talking about that, you know how when you wanted to move so bad, you couldn't because the universe just gave you more wanting?
Yeah.
Well, don't want this other career so much that you push it away. Just enjoy where you are, and that career will land in your lap as a natural progression. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Then she's like elbowing you and she goes, how'd you like the money? Huh? Good job, right? Good job. So that's past tense. So you already received some kind of money.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like a good chunk. Like I'm talking like thousands, not hundreds. Just like $5,000 or $8,000, something like that.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Well, she's being very specific, so I don't know what she's talking about here. So she's not letting me move on until we understand what she's talking about. So there's something like 5,000 or 8,000, like just under 10,000, between 5 and 10,000 for sure. Some type of money that she's trying to let you know that it is already done. So if you have not received this money yet, then there's something that you want that costs about this much money. And she's trying to get you not to want it so bad and to know that it's already done so that it can flow in easily.
Okay.
What is it that's like $8,000?
The only thing I could think of is I was thinking of getting another vehicle, but I'm not, yeah, I'm fine with the one I have right now, but I was thinking of getting a new vehicle.
Think more about getting a new vehicle and don't worry about how to get the vehicle. Just picture yourself driving the vehicle. Picture what it looks like. Picture how it feels in your world. Picture talking about it. Picture showing it off to your friends. Like when I say picture, I mean visualize all of this. And
Yeah.
just don't worry about the how. That's not our job. That's God's job. God's job is to tell us how. Our job is simply to visualize what we want and let them bring it to you.
Okay.
Right now, it's interesting, Pearl. They're really trying to show you to stop wanting, to stop trying so hard, to just enjoy where you are, to visualize where you're going, and let them amaze you. Let them show up in your world, your grandma especially, because she said that you are working so hard. But I feel like there's all this pressure on your shoulders. Like you give yourself a lot of pressure in being perfect. And if you're not perfect, then you kind of beat up on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Stop that. She's like, perfect is not helpful. She's like, you tell me one freaking movie that is interesting to watch where there's a character that's perfect and gets everything done because he's always perfect. Perfect is boring and lame, and we don't learn anything from perfect. Enjoy
Yeah.
your imperfections because they are carrying you to where you want to go. And then I see the documents. Are you adopting these babies?
Well, I'm their caregiver, I think, for 7 days, but it's been extended because the mom's not really contacting anyone right now, and I'm just kind of confused on what's gonna happen with the babies because it was supposed to be for 7 days, but
Yeah, I think it might be a little longer than that. I honestly, I'm getting like permanent, but if you've only had them for 7 days, that's a wild statement to say. But
they've been living with me the last month, and the mom was too, but she's not really here right now, so I don't know what's going to happen with that.
you know, that makes so much sense why when I first started talking to you, all of the baby's loved ones step forward around you. Do you remember how they did that? And they
Yeah.
all said gratitude, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That makes so much sense why they were doing that because you literally saved those babies' lives. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
You've literally saved their lives. They're very
And
close together, aren't they? Like very close in age.
yeah, one's turning 1 March 19th, and the other one turns 3 May 11th. I think I was just so stressed because I wasn't expecting to take care of 2 babies so soon. Like I've really wanted kids like all my life, and then suddenly there's 2 babies in my home that I gotta take
You
care
know
of.
why? Because you unpinched the hose. You weren't wanting them so bad. You were just content and happy with where you were. So you got to understand when you want something, it's like you send that out into the universe and you have this big vortex that holds everything you've ever asked for, everything you ever want. And when you stop wanting it so much and you just are like, yeah, I know it's there and it'll be here when it's ready, you unpinch that hose and you just allow it to flow into your life. So the fact that you got 2 at the same time is a testament to how badly you wanted it before. The second that you relaxed your resistance about having it in your life, they just flowed right in. That's what
Yeah.
it's like. That's how everything works. I do feel like they're going to be with you a lot longer than you're thinking here. So please know that you have an unconditional help on that side from their relatives and their non-physical loved ones that are watching over them. They are the ones that brought them and lined them up with you because you're going to be exactly the person that they need. And this is going to help you in your life more than what you even realize. And I'll be honest with you, I think that's where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get like $5,000 or $10,000, something like that, for the care of these children, and maybe on a monthly basis, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Too. And your grandma said you are doing a better job than you give yourself credit for. You are doing an amazing job. She's like, even the way that you were able to kind of coordinate the reading and everything, and you're working with babies here, and you're doing what you need to over here, and you're multitasking like a pro, sweetheart. Takes some of us 20 years to multitask like that. So don't give yourself such a hard time. You are doing an amazing job. And when you need help, you need clarity, you need anything, you just ask them to line you up with what you need. Don't talk about what you don't want and what is frustrating you. So when you are looking at the babies and going, where is she? Is she going to come back? Where's mom? What's going on? What the heck? Blah, blah, blah. Don't focus on any of that, because that is the past, and you're going to get more of it if you focus on it that way.
Yeah.
Change the way you say it and say, thank you, God, for bringing me the information I need to know about the babies. Thank you for bringing this. I know it's coming and it's just a matter of time. So thank you for bringing it to me. And just say it in a way of knowing instead of a way of not knowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've been trying to not focus so much on the mom anymore, because what is more important is the babies, and I've just been focusing on them more and not exactly worrying about where she is or what she's doing.
Yeah. And I think that's why they keep showing me the money, because they don't want you to worry about the money. They said the money will come. You don't even have to worry about that. You will have as much money as you need to raise these babies if you're the one that's raising them permanently. But I do feel like they're going to be with you a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too, because I did want to believe that she was going to come back, but I feel like it's going to be a lot longer than I expected.
Everything happens for a reason. And when you dealt with that challenge in your life, the pot of gold at the end of that challenge were two beautiful little babies.
Yeah, it's been kind of hard, but I've learned to adjust to it.
Oh yeah, well you got thrown into it. You didn't do it the whole natural way, Those of us that have babies that grow them in our bellies, that we're kind of given the long route, and we get thrust into it slowly but surely, right? You just were like, boom, here you go, instant two. So that's
Yeah.
why they're like, you're doing a much better job than you give yourself credit for. Just remember that the most important part of motherhood, and a lot of moms, especially new moms, forget this, is a lot of new moms feel guilty for taking some me time, because we feel like if we take me time, we're taking it away from them, and they need us so much, and I can't take away time away from them. That's selfish. But let me tell you something. If you don't take some me time, then you can't be the best possible caregiver that you can be. You can't be the best mom that you can be. You won't have the patience, the stamina, the clear-headedness if you don't take time to make sure that you are good first. Take time out for yourself, take a break, get a babysitter for a little while, go get your nails done, or go shopping, have some lunch with a friend. Even if you have somebody watch them for a morning so you can sleep in. These little tiny things, they matter. And when you are feeling at ease and comfortable and not stressed out, I promise you, you are a better mom. So remember to do the things that you need to do to keep yourself so you're not stressed. Ask all of your loved ones for help and let them show up for you, because they're there and
Okay.
proud of you.
Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
That was. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we are done for today. This was awesome, you guys. So for anybody that's watching, because this is going to be uploaded again now to my website, this is how we're going to do it every week. So if you're a member, oh, look at this. They're already black because the sun's so bright in my house right now. The lenses turn color. Anyway, if you are a member of the THM Club, you are always allowed to come and watch with the rest of us. And if you're not a member, then just come onto my website and these videos will be uploaded after every single member's live. So thank you guys. I loved it this way. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys will give me some feedback. Maybe go on Facebook or something and give some feedback if you guys like it this way or if you like the phone way better. But I like it this way. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.